Hi, good morning.
Good morning. We are Dhyanse and Christine from Meditation Easy. So for people in Germany and nearby would be morning, and for others they might be still sleeping and can watch this video later. We are having a discussion about how we can improve our morning meditation, and the discussion went into understanding sleep and how is it affecting and bringing issues into meditation in the morning. Christine is a neuroscientist, and we were discussing a lot into the sleep cycles and so on. So hang on, we have tips for people who are just beginning to meditate and also for advanced meditators.
Yes, absolutely. And it's actually funny because people tend to meditate in the morning, at least they try to, because they think that in the morning the day is not that advanced and they are more clear, the mind is calmer, and they think that it's actually easier than meditating in the evening. But then they experience a strange drowsiness and dreaminess and not really a clear mind and a very good meditation in the morning.
So we're not against meditating in the morning, but we question those those usual comments that one should right away meditate as one wakes up and it's the best time to meditate. Probably it is, but not for all, because there are some issues which we also face in our meditation practice, and we think most of you as well face it, and that's why this discussion, and that's why we looked at sleep cycles.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and when we are looking into the sleep cycles in order to improve our meditation, we first have to understand that we are going to different cycles with different stages in our sleep. So when we are going into bed, when we are falling into sleep, we are passing different stages of lighter sleeps until we reach a deep sleeping stage, and that deep sleep usually prevails in the first hours when we go into bed. So the first 4 to 5 hours, they have actually very large amounts of deep sleep stages. And when it comes to the morning, those sleep stages would rather be lighter, so the lighter stages would prevail. And also there is what we call REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement sleep, and it's a very much dreamy sleep. So that is the stage when we usually dream.
Basically what you're saying is we are shifting between cycles of deep sleep and dreaming normally throughout the night, but in the morning it's the dreaming phase is much more,
right.
and the dreaming is basically going more intense, and the deep sleep is less.
Right, exactly.
Around, like, let's say 4, 5 or 6
right.
a.m.
Probably depending on when you go to bed, but usually it would be after 5 hours after you have gone to bed. Like if you had a good undisturbed sleep at that time, then usually your sleep would be lighter, and you also realize this sometimes probably that you wake up in your dreaming state, or so the thing here in relation to meditation is that when you manage to wake up before your dreaming stages, the REM sleep is more dominant and more frequently happening, then it would be easier for you to meditate, because you're basically not carrying all the dreams in your mind with you when you meditate.
Yeah, that's a great hack, because for meditation what I understand is two things are very important. One is that your activity of the mind is low, which means you're not carrying any thoughts from the past or any dreaminess in you. And the second thing is your awareness is very high. So these are two different things, and we need to address both of them. And sometimes you're not dreamy, but still you're less aware, so you're dull, and that is also not a good quality meditation. So what you're saying is a great hack to meditate in that 4, 5 a.m. morning phase, where the sleep cycles are not yet going into heavy dreaming.
Yes.
And probably that's why, all these gurus have always been saying to meditate at 4 a.m. in the morning. And in India, there is also a term called Brahm Muhurat, which is referring to this phase for their own reasons. But in this discussion, we see that scientifically, the sleep is, if we hack the sleep at this stage and do not go further into dreaming, rather get up at 4 and meditate right at that time, it's going to produce a good quality session for you. So that's one great way. Yeah.
Absolutely. And if you cannot manage that, which I can also understand, and you basically will fall into more dreaming stages, then what you can do is, if you're aware that in the morning you're more dreaming and that you're actually, tend to turn around once more to have another round of your dream, try to bring the habit in to get up. Try to really not fall again into it and get up. If you cannot manage and you dream more and you really feel very drowsy and dreamy in the morning, still you can do things to improve your meditation afterwards.
Yeah, basically we are, there are times we all want to sleep fully until I don't know, 7 or 8 on the weekends, or 6
or longer,
or during the weekend, during the weekdays, maybe a bit earlier. But if we have really gone through the complete phases of sleep and have found ourselves very dreamy in the morning, still thinking about what we did yesterday and what we need to do today, and we are not so to say prepared for meditation, it's not a wise idea to go into meditation, sit down and think now immediately I can I can go deep into meditation. So there are some ways in which we can improve that. The idea here is to basically bring a nice break in between what you were doing before, which was sleeping, and what you will do later. So to create this break, there are a few ideas.
There are a few things. I mean, what I usually do when I have this, I like to do some yoga stretches. Just like usually we are doing this every morning, but this really helps to awake the body a little bit, and also get a little bit more awake and not fall into the dreaming too much.
So it's refreshing to also, if you're not doing yoga, you could do some workout. You could also, if you're lucky enough to live close to nature, as we are, as you can see in the background, we have a lovely forest. You can go take a walk there.
Very refreshing. Of course, a very easy and a very nice ritual is to pour yourself a cup of tea or coffee, and just sit for a while. Set your mood right for the day. Set your intention why you want to meditate, and just start the day slowly and be nice to yourself.
Yeah, in fact, in a lot of countries, tea is a ceremony. In Japan, drinking tea is a ceremony in itself, and in a lot of also meditation practices from Zen, for example, they advocate drinking tea, and they take the time of drinking tea for contemplation and for preparing themselves to go into meditation. So that's something one can do, and apart from these small little things which you can add, one maybe a more crazy way of changing courses is to do chaotic breathing. It's basically you would for 10 minutes breathe in and out very, very fast, totally randomly. This would break your thinking patterns, and you would for a while totally forget all your worries, and the breathing has to be so intense that it activates all your body and all your mind. And there is a esoteric significance to it as well in terms of yoga. It activates your prana energy, but we don't need to even think in those terms. Just think of it as a nice shake up to yourself, to your body and to your mind, to totally drop off all the contents that it has in your minds, in your mind from the past, and you could go into meditation totally afresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that sounds good. Couple of tips to try out for you.
Yeah,
for your
and
practice.
This is from our side, and if you think there are other ways in which you are hacking your mornings and you're improving your meditations in the morning, do share us all those tips. And we are also going to write a small blog about it. If you are following Meditation Easy blog, you would find that on our Meditation Easy websites. And leave comments over there or right here on the video to tell us what do you think about it. And we will keep on discussing more and more ideas and ways in which we can improve meditation for ourselves and for you. And we'll keep on talking about this and sharing it with you.
With
Thanks
that,
a lot.
Have a good meditation.
Have a good meditation. Bye-bye.
Bye.